Alright, hello and welcome back. I'm recording this video because we are at 1294 ELO and we have a pretty high chance of breaking 1300 this game. I guess I should use the game volume for this one. Alright. Alright. So, obviously the goal is playground. I got some nice fire units here, maybe I can redeem myself, but fire's a little hard to play. The way I see it, if you have to play a comp like Rock or something that needs T-Tar, you do just run into the problem of not having the perfect game or not having good econ. And there's a lot of good ways to get econ, obviously. You can play slow, you can roll early for some units, maybe play reroll, and then that way you're just sort of good the rest of the game because of the investment. But if you're playing like late game, for example, I think Skeldurge obviously would be a win con over Fuecoco or Crocolore. And we have some Fire Evos to play around for now. That's fine. And we'll just pull out some units. Maybe grab the Eevee out and try and make it easier to find Nidoran. We have Nidoran male too, so that's pretty good. The only problem is, looks like we have the Alolan Geodude. And I did have a Rock build a couple patches ago for when I had to play Rock because of this kind of situation. But we'll try and make it work. We got a couple Fire Evos early. Maybe we can play around that for now. But don't be mistaken. Chances are we will be transitioning into ground. Yeah, see, this would have been another ground unit, but yeah. Alright, we'll got the black glasses on the off chance that we end up with a Gligar. We're just gonna go ahead and assume we're gonna get the ground because that's what I'm calling. And we can do some scouting here. We see fire, we see babies, we see a lot of babies, which is good for us. There is a person contesting us, but what a lot of ground players end up doing is just re-rolling. So we'll see the way that he decides to play it. And we do have ice. This guy also has pretty good ground setup, and he has Pylo, so that gives him direction. Defensive items gives him direction, so we might be like three-way contested for ground here. That's fine. If we absolutely have to, we can always just play something else. In fact, we have a couple electric units here. We'll go with another electric unit. That's a close one. I'm already thinking about playing fire. We have red orb, green orb items. We really only wasted the one. And it looks like we're gonna have a ground contest. And the thing is, fire does start off pretty good against ground, so I don't know. But there's this guy as well. He's got Firelight. He's got Piloswine as well. It's impossible to get ground units here. Looks like. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna make 10. This is just gonna have to be our board for now. With the with like the 2-3 baby players, we'll just have to hope that they don't just completely overwhelm us later. We could definitely navigate for that kind of game. Oh, look at that! And then we have defensive items. I just went over and recorded my previous. Hold on. Okay, I think a poison unit might be a problem though. Someone might pick this up later. I think the Caps Kid's a little easier to play around, especially since it's fire. It'll help us right now, and then we can lock down the ground unit. We can sell these actually. That's 21. And we can go ahead and make the red orb because it's useful for us anyways later. And then we want to keep the black glasses. Because again, if we get Gligar, we're going to want to make Gliscor. Gliscor's pretty good this patch. Obviously, I'm pretty sure we all would rather have Torkoal with its consistent, you know, crowd control, I guess you could call it, with the blind. Uh, but I prefer Gliscor for the damage. It's just a really good damage option. It's always a solid damage option. So we're gonna want a couple magnets. Let's see. Oh, Diglett got added, of course, because people are playing ground. So again, let's not abandon our strategy completely, because now we have people doing ground ads. Thank you. And hopefully that was at like a higher, I guess you can say like a higher level play where they know that there are ground players in the lobby and they're not just like adding it and throwing it away. But it looks like that's exactly what happened, unfortunately. I don't see Diglett anywhere, so someone just blind picked the Diglett for the item and just gave us access to it. So again, I mean, we have fire versus ground. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good matchup for us right now, but we'll see. Yeah, they have too much HP, unfortunately. That's alright, because we're going to sneak up on them with ground as well later. Okay, we'll grab the 1 costs. 2 golds and, you know, it's not a big deal. And then, obviously, the fire units that we have right now are way stronger than the ground units we could put on, so our ground 4 is not that strong. I would love to put some AP items on the Diglett and just send it to town. It's a really strong unit. If we end up with those kinds of items, it's completely fine. And then if we really want to, we could put down like a Landorus or a Zygarde later, if we absolutely need to. You know, unfortunately, Mudkip didn't really walk up and take the damage here, so we're gonna definitely lose this round. Oh, on this side, was that Payday? It was. It's a hard sell. If I go Charcoal, I have the ability to play like a Flame Orb this game. And again, riding another Gourmet unit. We're fine with that. I've got the Diglett. And we just want to play around the gold. It's too late to really streak here. We've done some winning and some losing this early game. So we'll just have to let it go. Alright, this shouldn't be nearly as bad as the other rounds, but we are overwhelmed by the bugs. Yanma got added to the game as well, which is very scary later. Especially if we have fossils in. I haven't really seen too much fossil. Yeah, there's Tangle as well, so I mean he's got some options. We're gonna go ahead and grab just the Turtwig. And just like that, we should be all set. We can go ahead and sell the Capsicid as well. We just want to get a good surplus so we can get ahead on our EXP gain. That's the way I've been trying to play it this patch. Just fast 8 with ground so that you can get the maximum benefit of the units. And another thing with Torkoal add, it would be nice to be able to just keep some units, so having our levels up as high as possible would help with that. Alright, and we got another defensive item. Alright, so we have some decent not items, we have some decent options here. We'll just go right into that portal. I don't know what that guy was looking for. Dragon, looks like. Alright, so this Whisper is gone right now. Visual Bug is unfortunately still in the game. Yep, and see we got stuck with Gligar. But we're prepared for it, so it's fine. Now we do want ground 4. So I think I'll just get rid of the Charmeleon here. Because then that'll allow us to play just a little bit like this. And honestly, Gligar and Diglett are both just gonna run off. We're gonna be pretty careful. I was practicing earlier, and I put Red Orb on a temp carry, and I didn't sell the temp carry late game, and ended up with a Landorus with just straight attack speed and no true damage, which is really, really bad. So I'm gonna keep that in mind this game. Now, while we didn't get Torkoal, we at least have our unit here with some backline threat, so hopefully we can get a couple of kills here. I don't really expect to win these rounds, simply because we're still only at ground 4. It's really ground 6 where you start to pick up, but hey. The Power Diglett diving the backline. Got that 200 damage in. Got some decent damage off of our Fireless Fire-type Pokemon as well. And we're really just looking for that Magnet so that we can get Gligar started here. Oh, well, we didn't get that, but we got something just as good. A nice Onix to add to our team here. So now we can easily go to 6. We can sell this and throw in 6 ground, which is preferred. We can go ahead and make another green orb, throw down Onix, pretty standard. Now the problem that we're going to have now is just with positioning. It's not really going to be an easy fit, no matter how we want to do it. We'll go ahead and grab the Ditto as well, and we'll roll 2 times, see if we can get more copies, but nothing there. Now this red orb that we have, we should throw that on something for sure. Nidorann's kind of the best pick for that right now, so we'll consider that. As it's not a unit that we're going to keep full time. That's a Kecleon, right? It is a Kecleon. I was about to say, it'd be pretty crazy if all of a sudden he had an Onix. And we should do a cursory check soon, somewhere around Mewtwo. People are going to already have their comp. We're going to know what we're up against for sure. That reminds me, the other thing I really like about Gligar, and the reason why I prefer it this patch, is because Poison's a very, very good counter to ground, and it's very nice being able to deal with it. Hopefully we can kill this Kecleon and we don't end up tying on a random Kecleon. Thank you. Ooh, this is important. We absolutely want this because it's money. It's just straight cash. It'd be a shame to let this up. So we're gonna have a completely bare round here with little to no push. But the upside is that we can go to 60 gold, and we can hold some gold and play for levels with our current streak. And hopefully we can just keep on pushing that tempo. The hope here is that everybody sort of has a setback that round. And if that's the case, then we're in a pretty good spot. There's no easy way to position Nidoran with these items right now. And again, that's just because of the fact we don't really have a backline, so we're kind of flat right now. I've been experimenting thanks to Scoodles with positioning. And I kind of do like the 4x4 that they do in the corner here. But I don't think that it's something that you should do every game. Okay, so Dibson is playing Baby 7 this game, so he's going even further beyond. We see Electric Bug and Grubbin from one of the baby players. We also see Ghost 4, Dark 3, and we'll see what... It looks like that's going to be a Ghost 8 comp, so we got to be ready for that. We do have a Heart Scale. We're going to want to hold on to that, see if we can Fluffy Tail one of our units later. And, of course, we have... Okay, Fighting. Human Fighting. And Ground 6, but Stonejourner, and they added Baltoy, so that's good for us too. We'll take a peek here, see if there's anything else that we need to take notice of. There is a nice rock type in Carbink that we can take care of later, and it's nice having some back row options as well, playing this comp. Alright, we had a Diglett. I mean, surely we should be committing a turn to rolling, but I want to just sort of get to level 7. Just increase our odds of getting the better later game units. Alright, now we're fighting the Ghost Dark comp, which shouldn't be too bad right now. The only problem is Spiritomb plus Duskull is going to nuke what is otherwise a pretty solid comp. Yes, we are gaining special defense, but they are dropping that as well. So it really just comes down to whether or not we can withstand the defense drops. And it looks like we did pretty good. We took out Spiritomb early. Alright, and we can grab that free Diglett with the 2 gold that we have. Finally get this. We'll grab that. And something that I did in a previous game that I'm going to share in here now is actually dittoing the Onyx for an earlier Steelix. This will definitely carry some of these rounds where we don't have that much going for us in damage. Like, yeah, we have Gligar, Diglett's doing pretty good, but we don't really have any items on them. And, now that Mega Steelix isn't in the game, this is kind of just a fully itemized Onyx in my games. So we'll take that. We got a nice roll there. Lends us a Trap Pinch. We're not really in a region for Burmy, so unfortunately we don't really have any backline threat right now. But as long as our front line is stable and stays alive, we can probably deal with that. Okay, this heart scale is now a very scary, lonely heart scale, because we could make a lot of use out of Fluffy Tail, and we also have the option to make Rhydon's Lucky Egg. So boom, there we go. We got this second heart scale. That's very, very important here. And so we can go ahead and make Lucky Egg, Fluffy Tail, and we're going to put that on Rhyhorn. Alright, so we're 2 gold away from 7. I can use this turn here just to do another cursory roll. We hit another Ditto, so we'll go ahead and we'll stop there. It's important that we hit this Geodude, because when we level up, we'll be able to throw it in and make Rock 2, which then, against the other ground players, will lean us a Sandstorm off of the Smooth Rock, and that'll help us in our mid to late game transition because Sandstorm is so strong. Obviously not in the mirror match, and it looks like he did roll for Golem, which might put him over the top versus me. I did add Onyx, and some people did add Diglett, so we're all just kind of benefiting from this here, but we're not that strong. But we do have Steelix. We'll see how much damage we can do. Maybe we can take one more unit out. No, the Golem's just a little too strong there. That's fine. I never really worry about it. I know how my endgame looks. And it's pretty clean for ground, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. If we don't top against the other ground player, that's fine. He does having Stone Jordan in this game is actually really good though, because he hits a very easy Rock 4. My comp's going to end up looking a little different and might lack as a result of the no Stone Joiner, but I do prefer to have Gligar. I'm worried more about the Ghost 8 matchup here, unfortunately. Alright, yep. And once again, Gligar just throws hands with no items. We have some true damage coming in from the Nidoran, so we should be able to deal with the Turtonator, especially after the armor break, right? Maybe armor break the Medicham. Nice that he has a full Medicham, but with no attack speed items, he can't really take advantage. Okay. We'll hold the 62 gold here. This should increase our max interest, so we can hit like a 6 interest, I'm pretty sure. Punching Gloves would be a nice item to have here. We don't get it. So, honestly, I'd probably just get more true damage here, rather than another Nevermelt Eyes. But we'll see. We're doing pretty good. Yeah, the 2 ground players are first and second place. That's a pretty good position to be in here. We see Vibrava. That's not bad at all. We're just gonna keep it going. I might as well throw these items on Nidoran for now, because we won't be needing it after the legendary round. Well, if we get Landorus, we can just Red Orb the Landorus. And we can even put another we can even make another Red Orb for another unit, so well, we'll just keep playing it out. It's a shame that we couldn't make too many connections this game. There's a Vikavolt in the game now as well, so we're just gonna get ran over for sure by this brilliant Bug Electric team. And this is the part of the game where we're just worried. 73. We'll go down to 60 again. Trying to think what would be better. Probably the Palace one right now. I mean, Legendary round is here. So I'm just trying to keep my gold up. So that I can do an easy 8 push without really losing anything. Unfortunately, dragons are a little tricky as they have pretty high stat buffs. We'll say Dragon 7. But as you can see, mysteriously, my comp is doing pretty good. Alright, there we go. Okay. I really can't... Yeah, there we go. Max interest +6. There we go. Now it's updated. So I was gonna say I can't really pin down whether or not it's doing what it's supposed to, but it looks like we're good here. I mean, this guy, I can't believe he hasn't lost a single round yet. How many rerolls? 61 rerolls. Well, that kind of explains it, right? He has 60 gold too, because he's been winning. Good on him. He's definitely going to be the one to beat with the potential rock fall. Oh my lord, here we go. The shiny Lugia and Ho-Oh. Okay, Absorb Bulb, Comet Shard. Honestly, I'm thinking Comet Shard. That'd be really nice. Oh my lord. Look at that. That would be so nice on a Rhydon. Alright. I think I'm gonna go with Landorus this game. And the reason why is primarily so that I can position my comp a little bit more. I think we'll... I don't know. Do we get rid of Gligar? We could hit. We could hit later. Also, I got a Stardust. We could put that on Steelix for now, I guess. And then we'll put these 3 items on Rhyhorn later. And then this extra red orb, honestly, if I profit, is pretty good with it. We'll put on Gligar, as it is doing a good bulk of damage in some of these rounds. Trying to figure out what I'm looking at here. Oh, is that it's a Kecleon Dragon comp. Okay, that makes sense. And then Dialga's a big problem here. Oh, that and the fact that now we have shiny items as well is also a big issue. But look at Steelix just absolutely eating them for a while. I don't know if it's enough though with all the revives. Yeah, that's pretty good. Burn. I'll think about it. We need to level up. I'll put Geodude over there for now. We really need to level up. Yeah, we'll get rid of Diglett. Then we'll have the bug buff as well. Oh my lord. Primarina's sound comp. Yeah, that's gross. This is the downside. And he's literally on a breadth's hair. Like, oh jeez. But look how strong his comp is now. Yeah, this is the problem. Honestly, do I just sell the Gligar here and then throw a Numble? We'll see. Oh god. Yeah, 2 people died. I like Rotom Phone, honestly. Yeah, if I can't get that, I'll try for the Rotom Phone. Yeah, obviously Rotom Phone's taken too. I'll take those. Unfortunate hit to Econ, but it's necessary this late in the game. Alright, attack speed plus true damage, good combo. Sell the Diglett. We can put Burmy in. I don't want to take too long. Okay, well, speaking of. I need Gibble in with it. Oh, that's not good. We didn't get the kill. A lot of entry damage. Golly, people have so many items now. it's really just down to the RNG, unfortunately. And by that I don't mean like, you know, we had bad RNG. I'm not saying that we had bad RNG per se. I'm just saying that the game state has changed a lot and immediately. So let's see. So Gligar gets this for now. If we find a way to get rid of Gligar later, that'd be great. We can move you over here. Lock shop. Next round we want to all in. I mean, it would be great to just keep 60 gold, right? But we need to make sure we survive just a little longer. Alright. Oh, we got a nuke. Nice. Let's see how far we can go. Oh, no. It doesn't look like we're going too far. They're just too tanky. Yeah, he's got Rock 4 by now, right? And then we really only have room for these 8 because we need to put a rock unit of our own. But, like I said, I don't really worry too much playing against other ground players. Because I know what my end game looks like. Yeah, he's looking at my team now, trying to figure out how he lost that. Here's Larvitar. Larvitar's a great unit here. It also would be cool to put in another dragon. We should be able to do that. No. Oh, we'll lose like the Wormadam. So we'll prepare it the way that we should do it. We should grab a Bagon and just consider it, because we don't necessarily need the Wormadam, right? It's good to have because it's a backup unit that we can play around, but there are other units that we can try as well. Soldew, that's not bad. We want to go to 9 here. Put in the Larvitar. Larvitar could just run back there with its brother. And let's just take a look here. We're gonna roll down. We'll take our time. We'll think about it thoroughly, but I honestly just want Bagon, if possible. I've hit it before, and also we do on our right on. Thank you. I'm not at all going to expect to hit Rhyperior this game because we have another ground player. The thing is, right on survivability is very hit or miss depending on how well we just smash these people, but I think it's possible with the Comet Shard dive if we can just position for these guys. Oh, who did he... Okay, he won against that ghost. Yeah, no, we just roll. There's Bagon. Okay. Yeah, look at that. That's Monster 4, which is a little bit more useful. Because we want to play around the Rhydon, right? And then having Gabite. Oh, yeah, well. the way I'm just... the way that I'm just summoning this. Like, hopefully we don't get executed. Oh, that's so dumb. We get executed randomly there. That's dumb. That's so dumb. Kill him, please. He's just killing my whole team for free. Wow, we got really bad RNG on that for sure. It's gonna be down to positioning now. That's so unlucky. Okay. Let me sneak through here. Ooh, nice Bob Weave. Shiny Charm for us. There's a Ditto. We can crack like a T-Tar. Not a T-Tar. Sorry, that's definitely the wrong unit. Oh, there we go. I should move up more aggressively, perhaps? And the reason why I'm thinking that is so that we can have immediate backup for the Rhyhorn. Or maybe we just play mid? We'll see. Yeah, we want Rhyhorn protected as best as possible. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, that's beautiful. If our Rhyhorn can just deal with everything, then there's nothing to worry about. I mean, if we lose here, we're already second place, right? We guaranteed our 1300 by this point. But yeah, let's find a way to protect our Rhydon a bit, right? That's pretty tricky though. Let's go ahead and grab that Rupert Claw. Just throw it on our other monster unit here. I mean, at this point, nothing really else to do other than evolve our weakest mons. Alright. We're just gonna go out with a bang here. Because, yeah, there's not much else we can do. That's weird positioning for that, but I think it's to abuse the light spot. We'll see how that goes for him. I definitely think I have the cooler Rhydon, but you know, being cool. Yeah, the mispositioning might help us here because we have more uptime on our execute. But see, look, all it takes is a little bit of damage, and we're out of there. All right, we'll take it. Second place. Hello. Hello. What? What's going on here? Alright, there we go. 1302. 1302. Very unceremoniously, 1302. We did it! So, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, hope you take care.